This is about the parable that Jesus was speaking about, the wheat and the tares. And I'm going to read it, and hopefully a lot of people understand the importance of it. I mean, all the parables were very important, but a lot of people still do not understand this one. And it's going to be in the book of Matthew, chapter 13, and this is going to be in verse 24. And another parable that he put forth unto him, saying, The kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which soweth good seed in his field. But while the man slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat, and went his way. But when the blade was sprung up, and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the servants of the house holder came and said unto him, Sir, didst thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence they then hath it tares? And he said unto them, An enemy hath done this. The servant said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat within them. Let both grow together unto the harvest. And in the time of harvest I will say unto the reapers, Gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in the bundles, and burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. Now, we're going to skip all the way over, because he ends the parable there, and speaks of another parable. But then if you go to verse 37, well actually 36, is where they ask him. Then Jesus set the multitude away, and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. And he answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world, and the good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that soweth them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. And as therefore the tares are the gathered and burned into the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. And the Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all the things that offend, and them which do iniquity. And he shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who hath ears to hear, let them hear. So, I guess a lot of people forgot or don't realize about the parable of the wheat and the tares was actually talking about the end of times. And when reading that, I was like, wow. So I just thought I would share that with y'all, because that is amazing, and kind of makes you want to cry a little bit, because I mean, being that he's allowing the wheat and the tares to grow together means the person standing beside you is going to be ripped up and thrown into hell. Because, not everyone in that field was a child of God, even though it was the same person who planted the seeds. Not all those seeds were seeds. Because the devil is full of deceits and lies. And he come and planted the weeds amongst the wheat, so that they almost looked just like the wheat, but they wasn't. If you ever noticed how the wheat starts to grow, and then some weeds, they almost look like wheat fields, almost identical, but they're not. And if you was to pull them ahead of time, you would then pull it out. The children of God would be uprooted. And that's why he just went ahead and let them stay, so that his own children would not be uprooted. from the earth, be disconnected from God, just because of the bad seed. He allowed the bad seed to stay there just so. And here we are thinking, while they're growing, I guess we're sitting here looking at people. I'm like, why are they allowed? When they're such evil and bad people, why are they allowed to do this and do that? And why are they blossoming and showing, you know, why are they allowing to grow? And now we know why. Because if they was to pull them up, it would uproot us. We just got to be thankful in all things, you know, no matter what our situation is. Even if we keep seeing people who are evildoers blossom and grow, there's a reason why he's allowing them to blossom and grow. It's so that we won't be uprooted and lose sight. Because if he pulls them up, it'll pull us up too. So we just gotta be glad and be thankful and everything. And even when we keep seeing the enemy grow and blossom, there's a reason for it. But that we don't have the same endings. But they're going to be thrown into the fire. And we're going to be put into the barn, into God's house, into the kingdom. We got to remember that. Amen. So don't get upset. Don't get sad. Don't give up hope. Because you keep seeing all these people that's doing wrong, thriving and growing beside you. And you're doing everything that's right. You got to remember, there's only two in places. Heaven and hell. And you may be seeing them blossom beside you. That doesn't mean that their reward is going to be the same as yours. For they will be plucked and thrown into the fire. And you will be thrown into the barn, into God's house. That is just beautiful. We got to remember that. Stay strong. And don't worry about what's growing beside you. Don't worry about the person next to you. You focus on you and your relationship with God. You keep on growing in your faith in God. You keep on growing into this book. Keep reading. So it helps you, if it helps you not only just grow your faith in God, but it helps you to block and censor what is growing and doing beside you. Because you don't want to be too focused on them. You shouldn't be caring about them anyway. You should be caring about where you're getting your food and your nourishment and your rain from. Who cares if they're getting the same rain that you're getting? And that they may be blossoming better from the rain that's coming down next to you. Because the end result is not the same. God bless.